What's going on, everybody? I go by the name of Kari, and I want to thank you guys for joining me here today on SneakerPhetish. Every year, everybody in the sneaker industry comes out with a top 10 list, best sneakers of the year, and for the last couple of years, you can guarantee that Joe FRESHGOODS, and usually something that he did with New Balance, is going to be on that list. We talked about the New Balance conversations amongst us that he created, directed, but today, we're here to talk about an official collaboration that he just did with New Balance that introduces a brand new silhouette. Without further ado, let's get into it. Boom. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. This is the New Balance and Joe FRESHGOODS 9060 Inside Voices in Penny Cookie Pink. I know that was a mouthful of a title for a shoe, but honestly, the title is just as good as the shoe. I mean, wow. Let's just get into the packaging first. Packaging for Joe FRESHGOODS always bodies it, always completely knocks it out of the park. This one is no different. Now, as we all know, this 9060 collection, this Inside Voices collection, came in two colorways, the Penny Cookie Pink and the Baby Shower Blue. We're gonna get into where those colors come from, but first I wanna take a look at the packaging here. Very, very nice packaging. It looks like clouds with the New Balance logo on the top of the lid here, on the side of the box, made for us. On the back of the box here, JFG in the New Balance font, Joe FRESHGOODS. But that's not the best part of this. When you flip the lid open and you toss it around here, it says, shh, be quiet. Our imaginations are speaking. And that kind of sets the tone for this sneaker and for this collection. Getting back into the shoe, let's talk a little bit about this model, the 9060. Brand new silhouette from New Balance, which is interesting because New Balance has actually been having a crazy run just revamping some already existing silhouettes. But they decided to take a roll on Joe FRESHGOODS and give him the first iteration of this brand new silhouette that actually mixes up design elements from the traditional 990 series with some brand new Y2K era futuristic looking details as well. You can see that in the sharp lines and in kind of the weird way that the symmetry is on the midsole and on the outsole of this shoe. The back kind of jets out a little bit, but the upper of the shoe features the space mesh and this really nice nubuck that looks like a classic 990 series. You just can't put your finger on which 990 it is. In short, the 9060 takes those traditional elements that we've come to know and love at New Balance and combines them with what we thought maybe a Y2K sneaker with New Balance would have looked like. If you guys remember, at the turn of the century, a lot of companies were trying to do some kind of out-of-the-box thinking when it came to new models for their sneakers, and New Balance kept it a little more traditional until now with the 9060. So this is New Balance's futuristic take at what future models from the company may look like. Let's dive in. All right, starting with the upper of the shoe here. Now, as I mentioned, space mesh with premium materials here. Very premium nubuck. Very, very nice color on the top of this sneaker as well. This Penny Cookie Pink gives us really nice warm tones, is how it was described. This warm pink with this warm kind of beige, kind of coral color here. It blends really, really nicely. Joe FRESHGOODS does a fantastic job with blending colors, him and his team, and this is no exception. Really well done. Now on the 9060, not sure if we're gonna get this on all 9060s, but the little tag there, a little green pop of color there, the 9060 written in black, very nice. In the quarter panels of the shoe on the lateral and medial side, you got the 3M logo here, classic 3M logo. Taking a top down look at the shoe here, again, for the 9060, I like this top down look. Comfort meets style with the 9060. I'm not gonna lie, this is a very wearable, very comfortable sneaker here. I love the silhouette kind of at this look here, very nice, a little more narrow, a little more sleek. Pink laces in these moving up the tongue here to the green 9060 on the tongue as well. 3 extra sets of laces with these as well. We're gonna get this nice green that matches this pop of color with the shoe. You're also gonna get this beige color and the white color, or you can just go with the Penny Cookie Pink. Personally, I would probably keep the Penny Cookie Pink in there. If I swapped it with anything, it would probably be the green. I like the green against this shoe. I hope that you guys can see that on the back of the tongue there. You have this made for us tag there. That's kind of Joe's tagline when it comes to his collaborations. Made for us, Joe FRESHGOODS x New Balance. Speaking of the back of the tongue, let's look at the inside of the shoe here. Really nice quilted design here. Apparently, this was made to resemble a bed. It's actually made to look like a bed and to resemble the comfort of a bed. So this really is literally like a comfortable bed for your foot to rest inside of. Really nicely done. Moving back to the midsole here, love the elements of the pop of green and the pop of white along with the absorb midsole here in the shoe. The technology inside of the shoe really, really nicely done. Absorb, if you guys know, top of the line material, really, really nicely done the way that they make the Absorb material. They usually only put it in really top of the line sneakers here, but again, this is one of those shoes that deserves that level of quality and that level of comfort. Absorb really is the truth. If you know, you know. Moving around to the back of both shoes here, you see the words Inside and Voices woven in satin on the back of the shoe. Again, quality is top tier on this sneaker. You got the Joe FRESHGOODS New Balance co-branded logo right above that there. And underneath that, I like these kind of New Balance, these green kind of fins that kind of pop out on the back of the shoe here. It's a really dope design touch. I'm not sure where that came from or why they put it there, but it's really, really fly. I like that touch as well. But I mean, again, satin on the weaving is just crazy. On the outsole of the shoe, the 9060 has a really cool outsole. I like kind of how it jets out of the heel a little bit more, but really like the incorporation of these kind of diamonds and this green right here as well, kind of looking like emeralds. Very, very fly. Again, Absorb mixed in with the EVA technology underneath the midfoot as well. Very nicely done. And on the insole here, this pink kind of tie-dye looking insole here with that nice pop of that emerald green JFG New Balance co-branded logo on the heel. And that's pretty much it when it comes to the Joe FRESHGOODS and New Balance 9060 Inside Voices. Now let's talk a little bit about the inspiration behind this sneaker and why the colorway was so dope. First things first, we just came out of the Outside Clothes collaboration that Joe FRESHGOODS did. That was his official last project with New Balance. So that of course had everything to do with going outside and playing. We had apparel that showed kids playing outside, and the shoes themselves kind of represented more of grass and the soil and the dirt outside. But this time, now the kids have come inside. Now the parents have called them inside. So we've taken off our outside clothes and now we've come inside of the house. But when we're inside of the house, we can't speak as loudly as we did outside. We can't yell. We have to use our inside voices. If you grew up in a black household, or maybe you just grew up in a household that made you use your inside voice, you understand how serious that inside voice was. If you didn't use that inside voice, you had to hear about it, you were probably gonna get in some trouble for it. So the Inside Voices collaboration actually is the continuation of the Outside Clothes collaboration, where it speaks to what happens once you come inside of the home. It speaks to comfort inside of the home. The colors were made to be warm. The inside of the shoe made to look like a bed. Everything, even the visuals, had to do with the comfort of being inside of your home. Joe FRESHGOODS collaborations really speak to the experiences that we had as children, but similar to like a Manier collaboration, what James Whitner tends to do with certain stories he tells, he actually puts this elevated take, these elevated materials on this storytelling. And to add a little bit more flavor to his personal experience, he dubbed this colorway the Penny Cookie Pink. Now, if you guys know anything about Chicago, you know that Chicago, just like where I'm from, St. Louis in the Midwest, we're really big on our snacks. We're very big on our regionally exclusive snacks. In St. Louis, we got Red Hot Riplets. That's the hot chip that you can only get in St. Louis. You can't really get it anywhere else. In Chicago, they have a lot of different snacks, one of which is the Fun Snacks by Pure Food Specialties Frosted Strawberry Cookies, but everybody in Chicago knows them as penny cookies. Of course, that strawberry cookie being pink, that was the inspiration behind the Penny Cookie Pink colorway. Now, Baby Shower Blue, where did that come from? Well, as far as I know, Baby Shower Blue speaks to Joe's personal experience with his own children, and the baby shower, of course, for a boy being blue. So the Baby Shower Blue comes from a boy's baby shower, which is really dope too. So now this is starting to check all my boxes for Sneaker of the Year. Materials on point, story incredible, collaboration incredible again. But there was one thing when it comes to my Sneaker of the Year list that this shoe tended to be lacking a bit, and I hope that we haven't seen the last of this shoe, and that comes to accessibility. This sneaker ended up unfortunately being another drop from Joe FRESHGOODS that was met with a lot of scrutiny and a lot of criticism from the sneaker community because of the lack of accessibility to the shoe. What I mean is the Instagram drop. If you guys were in the know, then you know that Joe FRESHGOODS actually dropped this sneaker and the Joe FRESHGOODS exclusive Baby Shower Blue colorway through his Instagram via Instagram shopping. But there were two problems with that. The first problem was that it was the biggest drop in Instagram shopping history, so as such the entire site shut down and they had to take an entire day to get it back together to re-release the sneaker. And then the second problem is that after they released the sneaker, a ton of orders ended up still getting canceled. Now, I understand, that really sucks. Now, granted, the Penny Cookie Pink did drop on the New Balance website, but we all know that the New Balance website is kind of trash when it comes to the queue times. It's tough to get your sneakers, and of course the Baby Shower Blue wasn't available on the New Balance website. website. So if you got the baby shower blue through Instagram shopping and your order got canceled, you're out of luck. You got to go to StockX or GOAT to get that pair. Me being one of those people too. I was one of the fortunate ones that was able to get this pair directly from Instagram shopping, and thank goodness it didn't get canceled. But I also understood and was empathetic to a lot of people that did get canceled. I'm sorry if that happened to you. You can sound off down below in the comments and let me know if that happened. Here's the thing about this shoe, and I guess this will kind of be my final thought about these. For the first time in a long time, we're watching somebody build their brand from grassroots all the way up to doing these incredible collaborations with these huge brands in Joe FRESHGOODS. Normally, when people are trying to get things together and figure out their logistics when it comes to releasing their product, you don't really see or hear about that because all that is happening behind the scenes. But Joe has actually been pretty transparent when it comes to what happens with things like the outside clothes drop in Chicago when people were complaining about that, or the Instagram shopping fiasco about the 9060 and what happened with that. Joe really doesn't run away from controversy when it comes to his brand. He's building it in real time. And as a creator, as a sneaker journalist in this space, we gotta give him a little bit of leeway, guys, just a little bit of leeway to let him cook and to let him grow his business. The bottom line is, the reason why it was so hard to get this shoe is because the demand is so heavy on the shoe. Do we hope in the future that Joe understands that the demand on his shoe is going to cause him to have to really amp up the security and really amp up the ability technologically to do these drops? Yes, but is Joe the one doing that? No, he's just gonna have to make sure that the right people are in place and the right technical teams are in place to handle the traffic that is flooding the websites trying to get these shoes from him, because Joe FRESHGOODS has established himself as a juggernaut when it comes to the sneaker industry, but he's a humble guy. So maybe he's still really realizing that he is that juggernaut that we're talking about. Maybe he sees himself as still a kind of a small-time creator still trying to come up. Maybe it surprises him how many people keep showing up for all of his products and his apparel. But Joe, if you're listening, you're here, my guy. You're big time. You really are out here doing it, and you have hundreds of thousands of people that are clamoring for your products that you're creating. My hope is that they become a little bit more accessible in the future, but if I know you like I think I may know you or may have observed you, I know that you're already working on it. With all that said, now it's time for you guys to sound off down in the comments. Let me know what you guys think about the Penny Cookie Pink Joe FRESHGOODS New Balance 9060. Were you fortunate enough to get your hands on a pair of these, or are you having to resort to your StockX's or your GOATs? Is this your sneaker of the year? I'm gonna tell y'all, for me, it's still on my very, very short list of sneakers of the year right now. It's up there with like the Manier Airness Jordan 2s and some other special sneakers these days. But man, this is definitely probably going to be a lock for my top 10. Joe FRESHGOODS are on the spot once again. But sound off down below. Let me know. Of course, right down in the comments, make sure that you click on that subscribe button so we can welcome you into the SneakerPhetish family to make sure you don't miss out on any more heat that comes through, because I guarantee you I got a lot more heat on the way. As always, I want to thank you guys for joining me here today on SneakerPhetish, taking a look at these with me, unboxing them with me for a couple of minutes. I go by the name of Kari. This is the Joe FRESHGOODS and New Balance 9060 Inside Voices collaboration in Penny Cookie Pink. And until next time, I'm out.